I wonder what we have here. Now you need to be ready to come close to a parable. You need to be careful when you come close to a parable. Because if you come close to a parable when you're not ready, you can break the parable. Now look at this box. This box is the color gold. Now gold is very valuable. I wonder if there's something valuable inside the box. Maybe there's some gold inside the box. Maybe there is a parable inside the box, because a parable is much more valuable than gold. Now, Lollipop, take your toy and go sit down over there. Otherwise, we're going to have to take your toy away. Go sit quietly. You're disturbing everybody here, Lolly.
Sorry, Josh, come take Lolly.
Now, if we look at this box, we can see that it has a lid on it. Sometimes when you come to a parable, it's like it's got a shut door. Even if you're ready, sometimes the door doesn't open. Don't be discouraged. Just keep coming back time and time again. And hopefully one day it will open. If you look at this box, it looks like a present. Did you know that a parable was given to us as a present? So maybe there actually is a parable inside this box. Parables were given to us as a gift long, long time ago. So even if you don't know what a parable is, it still belongs to you. This gold box looks very old. Looks very, very old. Did you know that a parable is very old? It's older than any of you here. It's older than me. It's older even than your grandmother, your grandfather. It's about 2,000 years old. Now, maybe there is a parable in here, but I'm not sure. So I think we should really take a look. And maybe that will give us some idea as to what's going on, or what's inside this box. Now, what's this? What is this? Maybe it's a rug. You can wipe your feet on it. Maybe it's a blanket to wrap up a baby. What about a shawl to wrap around? I'm not sure. It's just so brown. It's brown everywhere. There's not a smudge of green. There's not a shimmer of blue. And the brown feels rough and gritty. I think we need to look back on the box again for some more clues. What's this? Sure. Maybe it's a fence. Maybe it's a big fat python. What about a muddy river with crocodiles in it? Possibly a crack separating this area from that area. What else do we have here? Aha! Looks like a road joining this place to that place. Oh, we have a few more clues in here. Sure. These are very, very dark. There's absolutely no light in either of these. They're like dark rocks. Or deep, dark holes. Or shadows. There was once someone who did many amazing things, and who said such wonderful things that many people followed him. While they were following him, they heard him speaking about many different things. And they also asked him lots of questions. Now, the one day, someone asked him, "What is the most important thing that we can do?" And Jesus answered him, I think you know the answer to that question. Yes, that's true. I do. It is to love God and to love people as if they were your neighbor. But who is my neighbor? So Jesus answered the question with this parable. There was once a traveler on the road leaving Jerusalem. As he traveled along the road, he was attacked by two robbers. He was hurt. He had everything taken from him. And he was left on the side of the road, half dead. Now later on, sometime, there was another traveller on the road, a very important priest. He had left the temple in Jerusalem and was travelling along the road. When he came to the man who had been hurt, who had had everything taken from him, and who had been left on the side of the road half dead, he moved to the other side of the road and carried on with his journey. Now, also traveling on the road was a man who also worked in the temple in Jerusalem. His job was to take care of the temple and to help the priests, and he was in charge of the music. He was called a Levite. And when he came across the man who'd been hurt, who'd been left on the side of the road, who'd had everything taken from him, he also moved to the other side of the road and continued with his journey. Also on the road was someone who was not from Jerusalem. He came from a country called Samaria. Now, the people in Samaria do not like the people in Jerusalem, and the people in Jerusalem do not like the people from Samaria. As the man was traveling along the road and came to the man, the traveler, who had been hurt, who had had everything taken from him, and who had been left on the side of the road half dead, he went up to the injured man. He put medicine on the places that the traveler had been hurt. He gave him his cloak to put on, and he put him on his donkey. And took him along the road to an inn. There he stayed all night with the injured man, and in the morning he left enough money with the innkeeper to look after the injured man until he was well. Now I wonder, who was the true neighbour to the traveller? Was it the priest? Was it the Levite? Was it the robber? This robber? Was the Samaritan the true neighbour? Now I wonder, who's the neighbour to this robber? Is it the priest? Maybe the Levite? What about the other robber? Is he his neighbour? What do you think? Do you think the traveller could be his neighbour. I wonder, what about the Sumerian? And if we change it around again, and we put the priest here, a very important priest, who would his neighbour be? Maybe this robber. Maybe the traveller. Sure. What about the Sumerian? The Levi? And I wonder if we change this all around again, and if in this parable all of these people were women, how would this parable have ended or worked out? I wonder. And I wonder if the injured traveller had been found by a child instead of an adult. Wonder what would have happened. Now, it's also important that as a child, if you do come across a situation that is difficult, or you come across someone that is injured, like the traveller, that you go and fetch an adult. Go and find an adult to come and help. By calling an adult, you are helping.